Yo, yes sir, man. We live and we back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. Y'all know why I'm here, man. Bringing you another edition of my starting five for DraftKings and Fanduel, alright? But before we get into that, y'all know what it is, the lineup review. Going over my best lineup with the starting five that I posted on Twitter from the previous slate. We gonna get right into it. But before I do your boy one solid, man. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Definitely hit that like button regardless of what you're doing, man. Please, we need those likes. And turn the notification bell on if you're new to the channel, man, so you can be here rocking with us every day when the video drops, alright? Let's get into this lineup review now. It was a good night overall. We did not cash in the single entry, but we did have a lineup that pushed near the top. I'll show y'all that as well because it's very similar to the starting five that I tweeted out. All right. So if you caught the starting five I tweeted out yesterday, you know I went with Steph Curry, DeAnthony Melton, Franz Wagner, Al Horford, and Mo Bamba. All right. This is the $40 single entry. Came in 239th place. Put up 273. It was a rough one out here. We made a few missteps, but the starting five was very solid. Could have been a little better. Starting at the top with Steph Curry, 11,000, man. Got him at 23%. As the day went on, I told y'all if you saw the video yesterday, you know I was on Curry, I was on Fox, I was on this game as a whole. But it didn't look like Curry was getting enough ownership, and him having a potential, I knew that could be a guy that could break the slate or easily be the highest scorer on the slate due to matchups and injury situations, things of that nature. I wanted to get some exposure to him, so I just locked Steph Curry in across both sites, man. At 11K over here on DraftKings, he gave us right at 59 DK points. Solid effort from him. Definitely needed a little more from him. It was surprisingly a high scoring night on a five gamer, but Steph Curry very solid. Anthony Melt, man, 4,200. He's just a lock and load button, man. 85% on you, but 27 DK points. He just continued to return value. All right, with Franz Wagner right here, just trying to get a little different with my value play. I didn't want to go Bane and Melton, as I told you from the video. I like Melton more than Bane, so I went there. But probably in hindsight, probably should have just thrown Bane in here as well for a better starting five, and we would have scored a little higher. But he was still solid right here, 4,500, almost 6x for his right at 26 DK points. Al Horford. Now, I made the move to Al Horford. So once that Jaylen Brown news came out, it instantly boosted everybody on the Celtics for me. Everybody got a boost. I liked everybody a little more. And I figured tons of ownership was going to go to Tatum. So I thought, how could I get different and get a piece of this game? Because I definitely like the matchup with Houston. As you know, there's no defense over there. And since everybody should see a boost in their rates and everything, I thought Horford was in a nice spot. He's very solid the second game out. Slowly seeing his minutes start to increase. I felt like he was in line for more minutes and a chance at more production. And we was correct right here. Really helped us out. Got him at 13% as he put up almost 45 DK points, man. Nice performance from Al Horford. Coming down here in the centers, well, we fell off of the wagon a little bit, so to speak. Mo Bamba, 6,200. Got him at 13% on. Man, thought he got a light double here, man. Right at 29 DK points. I thought he could definitely push 40 right here in this matchup. He didn't quite get the blocks for us today, so as the blocks is what's been helping his total. He's always in line for a double, but you really need him to get those blocks to see a ceiling performance. So didn't quite get that from him. Held us down a little bit. Coming and finishing out my lineup. When Shea Gilgeous-Alexander rolled the dice again, man, going against Philly. We knew he has too much opportunity, and he's done it before to keep failing. So I was gonna bite that bullet one more time. If he had failed on me this time, I probably would have X'd him for a while. But got him at 28% ownership. He came through with a big performance for us, 52 DK points. And then rounding out the lineup, this is where I really fell off. This hurt me in my single entry right here. Just got too cute with Basley right here. 1.4% on. I should have just paid down to Bane and went up to another high dollar option, but just trying to get too cute and going balance all the way across the board. He let us down right here, right at 24 DK points. Nothing to write home about. And then Robert Williams, just trying to get another piece of that Celtics team. As I told you, everybody was boosted with Jaylen Brown out, and he really wet the bed for us, man. He really, really killed me and kept me from cashing over here in this $40 single entry. 34% on, only 13 DK points, man. Definitely a floor performance from him. Man, that really hindered us right here. But 273. Like I said, we did not cash in the single entry, but we did have a good night. Thanks to my 20 max contest. If you was over there, you might have saw me near the top. Let's look at that right here, man. This is the $3 30K sharpshooter 20 max contest. We came in 11th place, man. Won 250 over here. Some slight. We put up 351, and if you look at this lineup, it's basically the same starting five I gave y'all. The only difference is I rolled the dice with Carmelo instead of Franz right here. All right, so pretty much, you see, I still got Milton, still got Horford, still got Bomber, still got Curry. I just rolled the dice with Carmelo because it's a 20 max right here. I wanted to try to get a little different. Carmelo's been seeing consistent 25 minutes, and we know he's a scorer, man. His upside is going to come from scoring. If he get hot, you know he's going to keep shooting and fill it up. So I was okay rolling the dice with him right here, and it paid off for us. As you can see, 28 real-life points for Melo. Gave us 42 DK points. Really pushed this lineup to the top. I went Jalen Green right here at right at 11%. He had a monster. I did not see that coming from him right there. Monster performance, but I definitely love it, man. If we had got overtime in this Lakers-Memphis game, we might could have possibly took it down. We were still a ways off the lead, but you'll never know how overtime gonna go. And some other plays, and I fed Julius Randle in here. 24%, man. He gave a monster double over here and a couple of blocks for 68 DK points. Monster performance from Julius Randle. And then here I just stuffed Bane in here as well. Went with the value play because I wanted to pay up for Randle in this lineup. So there you have it, man. My best lineup of the night. 11th place in the $3.20 max. All right. But let's get to tomorrow, man. Try to keep these winnings going. Let's see if we can take some down, man. That's cool right now, finishing, but we want to take down. We want the first. We want the #1 spot, all right? Let's try to get it tomorrow. Let's jump right into what I'm liking. At the top, I'm going right back to my boy Dame Lillard. I was on him last game. It turned into a blowout. His run got cut short. I'm going right back to him. I'm telling you, he got a big one coming in there. It's very soon to open this year up, man. And it could be this spot right here against the Clippers. Seeing some Reggie Jackson defense, I expect Damian Lillard to be the man over here. We got C.J. McCollum. He's been playing well the first two games, but let's not forget the Clippers have nice wing defenders. If he gets to cooking like that, we can see Paul George switch over there and guard him, which can lead to him being a little more passive, going to Dame Lillard. Either way, even if that doesn't happen, I still like Dame Lillard. One of my favorite pay-up options on the slate tomorrow, all right? Coming in at shooting guard, I want to look at Tyler Hero. Listen, if Lowry is out again, he might be a lock button for me. But I'm still gonna play him even if Lowry plays, man. He has a point to prove right now. And the reason why I'm going to Tyler Hero, he's mainly scoring dependent. But if you just look at his game log, man, it's the shot volume for me. He got 18 shots up in 24 minutes. That's what with Lowry playing. Take Lowry out the last game, he got 41 minutes and put up 28 shots. He's a very good shooter, man. Him and Duncan Robinson over there. But he's adding a few peripherals in here. You can see 10 boards, the rebounds and assists. I told y'all last time when I played, I think he's out to prove his statement of what he said, where he belongs in the conversation. And I'm buying into the hype. It could be, I could be wrong, but I think he's been ultra aggressive, and that's what I like, especially at this 6,400 in this matchup at the Orlando Magic. Coming in at small forward, just trying to find some early value plays. You know we'll have more open up tomorrow as the injury news comes out and things of that nature. But for the moment right now, God want to look at his Cam Reddish. We click on him here, man. We see him slowly starting to ramp up, man. The first game was a blowout. He saw 21 minutes. But last game, a little more tightly contested game, he saw 28 minutes here. And he's taking a good amount of shots. He's another guy that can fill it up for you. Rebounds, assist or two hitter. He may get a steal from you. I'm liking Cam Reddish as an early value play in this game against the Pistons. And if it gets ugly and they blow him out, he still should see plenty of run, man. I like Cam Reddish as he's not the starter over here for the Hawks, so if the game turns to a blowout, he still could see run. I think his run is pretty safe. I like him at his 4,700. Coming in at power forward, I want to look at Miles Bridges at 7,100. He has been beasting so far this year, man. If you see him, just look at his box score, and he's been scoring the ball. He got 2 30-point efforts already in this early season, and they coming into this matchup against the Bucks. He hasn't done it yet, but he's a double threat, man. He hits the glass. I think you can see him get to that double mark here going against the Boston Celtics. I know it's a perceived a little slower. It's going a little slower in pace for them, but I like this matchup right here because with Al Horford starting at power forward, there is nothing he can do with Miles Bridges. He gotta hope to use some veteran savvy and try to get him in foul trouble. That's the only thing I'm hoping. That's my only concern over there. But as far as the other end, Miles Bridges is too quick, too athletic for Al Horford. He is going to dominate Al Horford on the offensive end. If he continues to be aggressive like he has the first couple of games, man, he's going to get to the cup, and Robert Williams is going to have to help with some blocks, so he's going to get in foul trouble one. But I like Miles Bridges. I definitely like this matchup. And coming in at my center, I want to look at Montrezl Harrell. He's been seeing big minutes for this Washington Wizards team. You see him 26 in the first game in a slight blowout, but a tightly contested game against the Pacers. He saw 34 minutes. If he's going to see 34 minutes in this matchup against the Brooklyn Nets, this is a Montrezl Harrell type game right here. This is definitely his game. Up in pace, up and down. You know, he's an athletic center, not as big. He likes to run, catch alley-oops. With the Nets not having a real center down and no rim protector, Montrezl Harrell can have a nice game, especially if he sees 30-plus minutes and his game's a little tighter right here, man. I love Montrezl Harrell right here at the center spot. So there you have it, man. My starting five for DraftKings tomorrow: Damian Lillard, Tyler Hero, Cam Reddish, Miles Bridges, and Montrezl Harrell. Listen, make sure you following on Twitter at DFS Goose, man, so you can catch the updated starting five when I tweet it out, usually about 30 minutes before lock, all right? Now let's go take a look at Fanduel and see what I like over there. And if you haven't hit the like button, man, what are you waiting on? Come on with it. All right, let's look at FanDuel. At the top, staying with Dame Lillard. 10-1, listen, I'm just all in on the Dame Lillard train right now. Unless his ownership comes in as something crazy right now, it's going to be hard to get me off Dame Lillard tomorrow. Very, very hard, all right? Pause that, no homo, though. But at Damian Lillard, like I said, man, I just expect him to have a big game against these Los Angeles Clippers right here. Yeah, I'm looking for him to make a statement finally this season to show it, to show that he's happy where he wants to be and he's trying to lead his Portland team to a championship. I think Dame Lillard has a big performance. Just a gut feeling. That's an instinct play, man. You need balance in DFS. You gotta be able to look at the numbers and you gotta be able to have your own feelings and instincts about a guy. And Damian Lillard is my play tomorrow. Coming in at shooting guard, I want to go to Cole Anthony at 4,900. Listen, he had a big performance tonight, so he's going to definitely draw some ownership, but some people will say this is point chasing. I don't see it as point chasing. Basically, you're getting exposure to a guy who is 4,900, who is the primary ball handler, and is going to see 30-plus minutes, man. I would take that any day of the week if you give me a decent enough guard. I think he's definitely a decent enough play. He can get it done with an assist, whatever, a plethora of ways. He can score if need be. And you don't need him to go for 60 again at 4,900, all right, for him to hit value. It would definitely help you take something down. But if he just gives you 35 plus tomorrow, that's great value on this 4,900 salary. Get you some Cole Anthony, man. Don't fight it. Just go to it. And like I said, unless he's like 80% on, but he's going to be high tomorrow. Coming in at small forward, going right back to my boy Miles Bridges. I just think he can take advantage of this one-on-one matchup against Al Horford. It's the NBA. You really don't want to look at one-on-one matchups. It's more of a team defensive thing. But if it's a one-on-one matchup that I see as a disadvantage for a guy like Miles Bridges who's being aggressive, trying to be more assertive offensively this year, I'm going to look to take advantage of that, and I'm going with Miles Bridges tomorrow. I like him on both sides, all right? Coming in at power forward, staying with my boy Montrezl Harrell. Listen, this is his game environment. If he can't give you a ceiling performance in this type matchup, I don't know which one he can give it to you in. But this is his game. I'm like getting the Montrezl Harrell right here for 5,800, especially over here on FanDuel, this price tag. Get you some Montrezl Harrell tomorrow. And coming in at center, staying with my boy Jonas Valanciunas. It's just still too cheap over here. 6,600 on FanDuel for his role 30 plus minutes. You just saw him put up a big game against Minnesota. They just played. He doesn't have to do that again, but I'm expecting 40 plus from him in this, as he should see all the minutes he can, as they expect him to guard Cat, man. He's always a double threat, man. Hopefully he get a nice size double, maybe 15 and 15 in this matchup right here. But I definitely think he pays off this 6,600 going against these Timberwolves once again. So there you have it, man. My starting five on FanDuel: Damian Lillard, Cole Anthony, Miles Bridges, Montrezl Harrell, and Jonas Valanciunas, man. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pool. You know I'm going to have them in mind, all right? That's going to do it for us here tonight, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I see y'all tomorrow. Let's go.